All right, guys, this will be my attempt at a quick state of the collection video, or state of the chaos, I like to call it. So I was getting ready to sell off a bunch of watches, like a lot of watches. And I figured before I do that, I should take the opportunity to share where I sit right now. And then after a couple other pieces come in and, I move out a bunch of pieces, then I'll redo it, and then you guys can see the difference. But I'm going to start off with the G-Shocks. Most of them are squares, and these fall under the category of like they don't count. Obviously they count, especially when I'm buying like over the $500, $350, whatever range. They cut into the budget. But let's just get right into it. Here we have a G-Shock square. It's kind of in its least desirable color combination right now. Typically I would wear it with the strap that matches all the electronic bits, but this is the carbon core one that's all modular type thing. And this pile is going to be too big to maybe fit in frame, but here's the Kobe edition G-Shock square. These are getting slightly difficult to find and source. Let's see, we have a what are these called? Are these the No, they're not the Willard. Walter, yeah, G-Shock Walter. We got so many nicknames for watches, I can't keep up with them. So there's that guy. We have the carbon fiber, the GW S5600 square. You got that guy here. We'll just kind of pile them up. Of course, you can see center stage here. You got the more affordable Frogman. This is the shoot, I forget what it's called, the 1000. Here you have, this is a limited edition square. Still reasonably priced. This is the GW 5600 SGZ. So there's that guy. Nice colorway of that one. Let's see if I can kind of sneak it off to the side here. Of course, keeping with that white theme, I have the Initial D G-Shock square. This one's definitely going to be a keeper status. So a lot of squares, I know they don't count, but I do flip them. I do sell them. I don't keep them all because I don't wear them all. So, and that's going to be part of the deal here coming up. You have the, I call it the Casey Neistat GA 2100 THB, I think it's called, the pink and purple. I've worn it a couple times. Not really my style. Here you have the, I forget the part numbers on this one, GWX 5600C. This is the gloss white with the pop of like bluish purple, and then the black buttons, black hardware. That one's, oddly enough, kind of a keeper status too. I don't wear the white G-Shocks a ton, but that one's just really cool looking to me. This one was a gift from somebody, and this is just kind of more of a plain all white one here, so that's always a fun one. Another keeper square, again, that's on the more affordable side of things, but I just love the high vis because, like I mentioned before, I often wear high vis clothing at work, so sometimes it's fun just to tie this in. So that one's a keeper. Here's essentially my glove box watch that's always in my work vehicle, the 5610 on a combi. This is always my go-to when things are getting rough and I need to take off the quote nice watch, which this one's not mine, so this one's is not going to make the state of the collection, but I'm wearing it nonetheless. So that's the always carry a spare square watch. Here's my, I call it my Christmas, holiday, whatever you want to call it, G-Shock square. So always fun with the red and green and stuff. This is another one that's just kind of a keeper. It was kind of a weird edition they put out. I still have the, for now anyway, the Porter edition G-Shock square. Pretty fun colorway on this one, but I suspect it won't stick around. So that's it for the G-Shocks. So let's refresh here. And I know you guys probably want to see those still, but there's not going to be enough camera frame for what I'm doing here. Let's do, and I'm not going to label all these, but here's some world timers that I've did the color panel mod. This one has a custom EA Leather Goods fitted strap. I don't think he made any more of those, but those are really slick. You can contact him. Here's a world timer that Lucky Pinstriping, something like that. Does some custom colored painted whatever watch you want to do, he'll do. So he's on Instagram. You can look him up or look back on my video. A bone stock world timer, another bone stock world timer but in silver. Just kind of threw a miscellaneous strap on that one. Another bone stock one. you know, occasionally I'll just get in the mood, or people will give them to me, and I keep them because I like to do the color panel mods to them when I get bored. Here's like a bronzy colored one, so hopefully I can do some maybe earth tone color panel mods on this one eventually. Let's see, some more Casio. I have the Databank one. This one's actually really comfortable. If you're looking for like a Databank or a calculator watch, that one's really comfortable. I think that's the 30 or something. Here's a cool white dialed Casio that someone gifted me. Just a quintessential watch, right? Day date, three-handed. White dial's awesome. Another calculator, Casio here. I literally have never worn this. It's just not very comfortable. But it's also not really worth anything, so it just kind of sticks around. Here's another fun Casio watch that someone gifted me. A full black case, quartz model here. I think it's still alive. You know what? This might need a battery. Oh well. So maybe I'll do a battery on that. Switching gears, let's all right, let's move this stuff out of the way. So that's just my cheap watches for the most part, other than, oh, there was a Timex midget in there too, so we'll kind of throw that off to the side. I know this is going to be, I told you it's chaos, guys. So there's that. Here's my Citizen Hyper Aqualand. It's off the strap right now. I ended up having the, my favorite strap was the vulcanized rubber Swiss watch, no, Strap Mill Canada, excuse me, vulcanized rubber 20 mil strap, but I ended up taking that off and putting on another watch, and then I ended up giving that watch away. So I have currently in cart a bunch of different straps from Strap Mill Canada, and using my own discount, I should be able to save some money. So I will be placing that order soon to get some more straps, because I need a strap for that. That's a keeper. You know, if you look back at my video on this, the reason I bought this was because of a vacation and it resonated with me. So I need to get that back on a vulcanized rubber strap so I can wear it. Let's see, a temporary one I brought in for video. This one's going to get moved. This is the Citizen BX1000 World Timer. So that'll get moved. Also, before I forget, because I'll forget, the orange monster sitting in the background has a sapphire double dome crystal on it. That is my 50,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you're watching this and you haven't subbed, you'll add to the sub count. As soon as I hit 50,000, I'm giving that guy away. You know what, since we're talking monsters, let's talk about, this one's not technically mine. This is my son's that I built for him, but it's still here, so I'm just going to go ahead and count it. Let's see, and if we're still talking monsters, I still have the newer Zimby limited edition monster with the gold case and the two-tone bracelet, so I have that guy sitting here. Also, I have my personal Seiko monster, the one and only. This is the Keeper for Life. The only one that's Keeper for Life. That's the only one that holds that status in my collection ever. So, all right, let's get away from Seiko and let's just mix it all up, okay? So now I have a white dialed Visitor Linden. This was a very fun watch, and I enjoy wearing it, but it may not make the cut. There's a lot of watches that I have that, you know, I get often asked, why'd you sell that if you loved it so much? Guys, I have too many watches. I only have one wrist, so I like to try new watches, and that's all part of the process. Glycine Gl0067, I think this one is. I liked this one way more than I thought I would. It's a very comfortable GMT style watch, and it's very accurate. It runs very good. So there's that guy. Let's see, I have this one in for a short time probably. I'm going to move it, but this is a Zodiac Seawolf Huckberry edition with the lime green and very cool packaging and an insane dial on that. So I did a video on that recently, so I have that guy. Let's see, currently I also have in the Hamilton Panda. So this one, I knew I wanted. I picked it up from Mimo, and I'm not sure if it has the stay status yet. I'm still trying to determine that. So that one's here. Let's do my Damascus. And again, here's one that I knew I wanted, and Mark at Long Island Watch gave me the opportunity to do the, fumble around with this, do the pop of orange on the seconds hand. So now I had that custom tie-in and I had a story to go with it, and it's just rare. I've only noticed one other picture of somebody doing this actual combination. So, and it's one of those things, the more I wear it, the more I'm just like, yeah, this is a keeper for me. This is such a cool watch. So I think in my white dial collection, this one's going to make the cut for sure. Some might not make the cut, but the Damascus is making the cut. Let's mix it up again a little bit. The G-Shocks that do count, right? The Stealth Wealth titanium black one here, that one has to count, guys. They're like $1,700. You know, at full retail, obviously you're not going to pay that, but when they cost that much, they got to count. And then just because I know they're actually pretty affordable, but the Gold Bling Master, this one, and this one makes it in the main box where there's only 10 slots. So do they count? Yeah, I think if they land in the main box, they count. So the Gold Bling Master counts, even though they're pretty dang affordable. Let's see. Let's get into the big dogs here. We have the Broiling Super Ocean 42mm white dial, and I just ordered the rubber strap with the very cool on-the-fly quick adjust clasp system from Richard over at Saltzman. So I'll have that probably in a couple weeks, and that'll make this maybe a little more versatile come summertime. But I do love it on bracelet. The bracelet on this is awesome, and even the clasp is fine. I'm fine with the clasp on this guy, but of course that one's gonna make the cut, guys. It's too freaking cool. I love that watch. So also another keeper one that's always gonna make the cut is the white dialed Omega Seamaster. I mean, what more can you say? It seems like everybody that actually tries one of those just falls in love with it anyway. So, and I'm not immune to that. So that definitely is the case with me as well. So I have some honorable mentions that are not here, but they're technically my watches, so I'm just going to mention them. So like I have the Zelos Horizons 43mm. That was sent in by Zelos, so I mean technically I have that right now. And then I have some that are off on tour, a watch tour in my Discord group. There's the Vario Empire, a world timer with a steel case, the Yama LED, the Nazumi Diver, the Zelos Black Tip, the Deficiano, the Surge, the Goodspeed chronograph, the Mitch Mason, and there's probably a few more. So you can see why I don't count. And when people ask me how many watches do I have, it's less than you think I have, and it's more than I think I have. Because I think I grabbed everything, and I know this was super, super quick state of the collection. I didn't go into detail on anything, but I just wanted to share that with you real quick before I do a full spring reset, and then we'll check back in maybe like a month, and I guarantee you it's going to look way different. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next vid.